Okay, so we're going to start digging into this bad boy. One more shout out to the guy that sold it to me, because when I got the packaging, your packaging is awesome, dude. What was in the package? It was wrapped around the whole saw, was a t-shirt and tape. I
love that,
I
dude.
like that. You know what? That's just ingenuity. Redneck ingenuity, that is. And we approve of that. I will use that shirt as an oil rag. It won't go in the garbage. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our handy-dandy flat blade screwdriver here. We're going to pull this cover off. So let's see what's under it. We have not pulled this cover off, so we are itching to pull this cover off. So we'll go ahead and stick that in there.
Like a black widow pops out.
Scorpion. Is that out? No. It's a long screw. Oops.
It's gonna be out.
Yeah, give it a pull. There we go. Oh, there is an air filter under here. So let me show you what we see. It's an air filter with a little stud
To keep
on
it
top
in
of
place.
it. Yeah.
Do you want me to read the inside of the
Yeah.
cover?
Why don't we read it?
Use half, I think it says,
Half a pint of Poulan oil
to
to
1 gallon of gas. Do not race motor out of cut.
Where's the fun in that?
Keep air filter and cylinder fins clean. Keep chains sharp and oil frequently. See operator's manual for complete instructions.
Hey, do you want to pull the operator's manual out?
Yeah, it's oh wait, I left it back in my 74 vehicle.
So that's sweet. So these air filters, it looks like
It just comes right out. Yeah.
Oh, and it has a stud right there.
Ooh, maybe it's been.
This motor, we have a little bit of silicone right there. That's high temp silicone because it's red. It looks like somebody has been into it, which is fine. It's an old saw.
That's the best part.
Yeah. So I mean, basically what it looks like inside. You have the throttle, and the throttle's working perfectly. I guess this is what you use for starting, and then you hit the throttle, and it goes back down where it needs to be. Everything in this case looks to be in great shape. You can see the choke lever right there, and the choke lever works perfectly. Great. The throttle, like I said before, seems to work great. The fuel line is not hard or cracked or anything.
Looks like it's been replaced too.
Yeah. The stud on there, it doesn't even look that... I mean, it's kind of gummed up, but it's not that bad. But how hard would it be to replace that stud? It'd be super easy to do. But I'm just happy it's not broken. I don't have to drill it out. So that's the motor right there. And Toledo, USA.
What is that?
No idea. I guess that's where it was made.
Toledo O? What's...
I have no idea. We need to look it up. But it's a really small motor. What do you say we pull this gas tank?
Yeah,
let's see what happens. So we got another flathead right there.
This whole thing literally looks like it's made or put together, held in by flads.
That'll
probably
really
tear
easy.
this whole thing apart.
So we're going to go ahead and pull that bad boy out of there. And we're going to see what's under here. I bet you the gas tank's just going to come out.
Oh, the cover.
Oh, so it's a cover. Sweet. Look at that. So the gas goes in there. Thank you, Northeast Airbrush, for
cleaning it out.
I don't know if you guys cleaned it or what, but it looks great. It looks really good. The gas tank is clean as a whistle. Any old equipment that I get is just trashed.
We have to. Luckily, we don't have to replace the gas tank because it's a part of the whole air housing assembly.
Absolutely, it's just the covers.
The cover, yeah.
For the 245A.
Watch out for the gasket.
Oh, there is a gasket on there.
Yeah.
An old school gasket. Oop, there goes a screw. We'll get that back in there.
Need to be.
But to be honest with you, I'll bet you any kind of whatever will work. But we have to find something that'll not eat up with the gas.
Yeah.
So that's cool. We got that off. Everything's clean in here. I mean, it's super clean. There's some crap at the bottom of the tank that I'm going to just probably blow out of there.
Yeah, or just some parts brake clean or whatever.
One thing I noticed, though, no fuel filter. There's no filter, which I guess is okay.
Is that how they did it? Factory?
I would imagine so. I guess. I mean, it could have had a filter on it, but this definitely feels like it's made with the saw because it's almost like concrete. You can hear that fuel line right now. It's
hard.
Yeah, it is. So, yeah, I guess that we're going to move on now. I want to put this back together because I wanted to make sure that the throttle functions, choke lever functions, and I think that, honestly, when I mean blow out the tank, I mean literally just get all the stuff out of there. You know what I have that would probably work good? I know brake clean might eat
some of the paint away or whatever.
Well, it's gasoline goes in here, but I mean, I'm going to use mass airflow cleaner.
Yeah,
because that's kind of a little bit more mild than brake clean. But what I
think carb clean and then turn it on, let it clean itself out.
Yeah. So what we're gonna do? We got some mass airflow cleaner. We're gonna just spray some in there. It is taking the stuff right out.
For the record, it's so clean in here, you probably could have ran it.
Honestly, you could have. So let me take this rag.
Done.
Yeah, exactly.
This is dangerous. It's about to
honestly, just give it a little bit of wipe down. Thank you. This is super clean. Thank you, guys. So show them the gas tank now that we got. I'm sure that even the camera didn't even.
I'm amazed at how clean this is for how old it is.
Absolutely. The go-kart. We actually had to get a new gas tank.
Even after trying to clean it out.
And some of the which reminds me of what we used to clean the go-kart gas tank out with was white vinegar. And it removed a whole bunch of rust, but it still was not enough. And it would foul up fuel filters and all that good stuff. So I think that what we need to do now is put this thing back together.
Do they sell these filters?
That's a really good question. Because you know what's unique about it? You can't just go to a hardware store and find that.
Oh, wow. You can actually see the light there. I didn't even...
You can see through it. It's a clean filter. Honestly, I think that what we're going to do, since we're going to use this for display purposes...
Just keep that filter in it.
Just keep this filter in it and keep it clean. And honestly, if I come across like a package deal of...
5 of those?
5 of those for, $20 or whatever, I'm just going to buy them just to have them.
Yeah.
But let's get the gas cap back on it. So
I'm actually make sure the gasket's sitting right.
Yeah, double check that for me. Yep, looks good.
Still good.
And then this is the screw.
Mm-hmm. And they made it really easy too because the gas tank cap is a screw, but for the air cleaner, so you don't get the 2 nuts or bolts mixed up, is like a nut.
Mm-hmm.
Onto a stud. Don't
cool.
Get too tight.
That's tight enough.
Oh, that might be nice.
Yeah, put the air filter back in, buddy.
Let's figure out. Oh, not like that. Perfect.
Awesome. Let's get that back on there. And then, does that stay in place? It looks like the screw on the engine cover kind of stay in place. So all we need to do is tighten the bad boy down. This screwdriver that we're using is freaking huge.
Yeah.
It kind of feels a little...
They can see it compared to your forearm.
My forearm's tiny. So it just feels a little funky.
Hold on, where's that?
Just going to clean that off. Mo's kind of spraying it off to see if we can get a little bit of stuff off of it. Might be a little cross-threaded. Did you get some in your eyes?
Dirt. I blew in it. Want to try that?
Might have to run a tap in it over time, but it's an old saw. Mo will try and tighten it down. Tell me what you think. If it's a little bit tight, then okay, but if it's like stopping...
Oh, no, it's good.
We're good.
Yeah. No issue at all. It just probably got some dirt in it.
Sweet. As far as...
This cover off.
You know what? Let's take this cover off. Because this is where the chain is, and if I'm going to fire this thing up, I want to make sure that everything's good under there.
I think we have to take...
Look like 9/16.
Let's see. In this organized toolbox.
It is organized, okay? So what we're going to do...
Set it down, and then...
Oh, that's a good idea.
Is that how you use a ratchet camera?
No, that is not how you use a ratchet, but with my experience, you get busted knuckles. Take that, loosen that up. Should be finger tight. There it goes. That's coming out.
Well, what is this?
That is a not an alcoholic drink, but that's a like a, I don't know, sparkling juice type deal that I...
Well, there's dirt in it now.
Yeah, there's dirt in it, so don't drink that. I was out here the other day working, and I needed something to drink. So I went in there and put that in a mason jar. And... Alrighty.
There's 2 washers.
Yeah, they'll come off with it. So it looks like it has a centrifugal clutch. And everything, honestly, looks to be in pretty darn good shape. The clutch is moving like it should. The chain is completely adjustable right here. I'm happy with it. I'm really happy with it.
Spinning.
Free spinning. If it was locked up or something like that, then we might have some issues.
It's got tension.
Yeah, it's got tension. I'm pretty sure that that's where it goes. It has a little, whoops, gravity kind of messing with me now. The chain's kind of coming off, but that looks to be where it should go. Right there on, there's a sprocket like a go-kart, as you can see behind there. So we're gonna have to tension that chain when we put it back on.
Yeah, but it looks like it just needs to be.
Yeah, but the chain was adjusted freaking great.
Yeah.
So I think that what we need to do is when we put this back on, see, we're gonna get all this crud out of here.
Yeah.
And we're going to try and straighten out some of the cracks that are in this, which it appears to be cast aluminum.
Is that how it was?
Looks like it. Little loose. But, yeah.
We'll pull.
Yeah.
That's probably what this bolt is for, to get a...
So we're going to get this saw back together, and hopefully we'll be back and fire this thing up. Thanks, guys.
Later.
All right, guys. Got some 2-stroke, put it in the saw. A little bit nervous, but we're gonna give it a shot and see what happens. So that's on.
First start. It's gonna take a second probably.
Choke's on.
Oh.
She wants to go. Things sound way cool. Things sound so cool.
You should probably stand up. Just better safe than sorry.
Yeah. Maybe a little bit of choke. Yeah, that's on. Turn the choke off.
Die.
Yeah, I know, but that just sounds way too cool. I'm happy with it. The thing runs great. Yes, it does need some tuning, but thank you, Northeast Airbrush, again. Appreciate it.
All right, guys.
Thanks, guys.